Good morning, friends. Today we'll cover chapter 19, which is using writeReplace and readResolve. So the writeReplace method allows the developer to provide a replacement object that will be serialized instead of the original one. So suppose if we have defined a writeReplace object, inside a Pojo class, this writeReplace method it allows us to replace that original Java Pojo class with any other object that we want to be serialized instead of the original Pojo object. The writeReplace method is run before writeObject and allows us to replace the object that gets serialized. Similarly, readResolve method is used during deserialization process to allow the developer to replace the deserialized object by another one of our choice. We can give whatever object we want back after the deserialization process. And the readResolve method is run after readObject method is called. So let's take an example here. So this is my Java Pojo class, and I have got this writeObject method and writeReplace method. So before this Java Pojo class is being serialized, before this writeObject is called, and inside this we are using this default writeObject, which will call the default JVM serialization process. Before that, writeReplace method would be called because we have defined it here. And here you can see that instead of serializing this original object, the original Java Pojo object, which is this instance, for example, this is what it is represented by this object. Instead of this, what we are doing is we are creating a new object inside it with using a new operator, and we can give whatever state we want, and we return this locally created object from this writeReplace method. So by providing this or this new object inside this writeReplace and returning it, what it means is that when the writeObject method will be called, so instead of this object being this Java Pojo class being serialized, instead of that, this market object which we have returned from writeReplace, this would be serialized. Following the same concept, even for the readObject, when we call this default readObject method, so in that case also, the one which we have serialized here, right, this market data, because this market data, this object which is created inside this writeReplace method, this was serialized, right? So the same would be returning from this default readObject, not the Java Pojo class of this. But here also, after this readObject is called and we get this default readObject, this object back, a copy of this object back, this is important. And after that, the readResolve method is called. And this readResolve method also, here again, we can override whatever we want. We can create any other new object and return it back. So here also we are doing, in this example, I'm creating a new object. So for example, here this market data object, when we serialize it, it's on meta, security ID is meta. And once we readResolve it back, we try to replace what we have deserialized back. I'm creating a new object again with Amazon, and this market data would be returned, which means that once we deserialize the object back, we will be getting this object, not the one which we have serialized. So being said that, let's write some unit test code to understand it.